Hello and welcome. I'm on the new lot with that EV Chevy Blazer RS. What do you think about that? This whole thing lights up, by the way. So this is the RS. This is the middle of the road version, sitting on 21-inch wheels. Go try to buy those. So in white, I've never seen one, so let's talk about it. 288 horsepower. I get 245. All right, I like the comparison. Even though this thing is bigger, this would be the next larger size. 0 to 60 in 6 seconds, according to Chevy. It'll charge 80% in 32 minutes, and it has about a 270-mile range. Now, I will tell you, Motor Trend had one, and just like this is all-wheel drive, did a test and got 239 miles of range out of it from full. And they said that was more real world at highway speeds and using the climate control. And so you got to think about that. This thing's $53,200. Okay, by the way, I get over 460 miles of range and can fill it up in 3 minutes anywhere in the United States. Chevy says 211 miles will go into this in 32 minutes. So there you go with that, right? There's going to be an SS version of this also come out. It's not quite out yet. It'll have 22-inch tires on it. That's crazy. It'll be over 500 horsepower and under 4 seconds to 60, so Chevy says. We'll have to wait and see. This thing's really low. I'm really surprised at, really how low it is. I thought it'd be a little taller, so you don't get a lot of glass to look out of on it. That's the thing. And inside, it's all screens, right? It is all screens. Weighs over 5,500 pounds. What do you think about that? 5,500 pounds. And so that's really the problem at the moment with electric cars is because they're so heavy, you can't get the range out of them that you should get. This right here is the charging door. Okay, so I tried to tap and open it. You can't. Apparently, if you walk up with a key, it'll open. And that's where you're going to charge this. They also need to standardize that, I think, because some are in the front, some are back here, some are in the back. Teslas are in the back, all in the same spot. Everybody needs to figure out the same place because charging ports are not all set up the same. So I would say that. They need to figure out the plug setup and where the cars are going to charge from. And that's how that would work for sure. This comes in many colors. I haven't seen any around. I certainly haven't seen one on the road. But for $53,200, that's the thing. You know, $53,200 can get you a pretty nice car that you still don't have this charging problem with because, you know, this still has half the range of, a decent car. Like, at over 460 miles of range on the highway, it's literally twice what this car is at the moment. And yeah, well, Mark, people don't normally drive it. Yeah, but when you do want to go somewhere, I'd have to stop, according to Motor Trend, every 200 miles and sit there to charge it for, a good 45 minutes because it's only 80% charge in 32 minutes and then it slows down. So you're going to have to sit there for a while every 3 hours in speeds here. It's 70 here in Indiana. So, and if you're pushing that a little bit, every 3 hours, you're going to have to stop for 45 minutes. That's just not practical yet, in my opinion. Okay. And the charging system, as we know, other than superchargers, is poor at best. Okay, at best. I do like to see they put the blue there to let you know, hey, this Blazer is different than other Blazers. Yeah, the SS will be faster. Yeah, will it be more money? Yeah, of course. Of course. They have this window. This is the tiniest wiper I think I've ever seen. I don't know where you get this little super tiny wiper. It's barely as big as your hand, so super tiny. And white, of course. I would never buy a white car, but that's just me. I had a couple of them, and I'm certainly done with that. Do you like it? Maybe. Is it worth $53,000? I personally don't think so. Not yet. Not with the charging system in the United States the way it is. And, these tires, look. You can say what you want. You put some 21s on this, and as we all know, they go through them. This thing is super heavy. It weighs almost 2,000 pounds more than my car. It weighs another car worth more than me. So that gets really, really expensive. As for right now, for me, I'm going to stick with gas. You can still get it. You improve the charging system, and we got to figure out a new battery system so that you can get a lot more range out of it So I don't have to worry if I need to jump in it and go somewhere. I'm at work, oh, I'm at 50% because I thought I was just going to go home, but then I got to go. And so now I'm down in the 120-mile range, you know, which is where I'm under a quarter tank here. So, which I can then go fill up. So still not worth it for me. Some charging, you're going to go park on a back end of a Walmart parking lot at 2 in the morning to charge your car on some long road trip. And that's, I'm not in for that. If you charge at home, I get it. Oh, Mark, we charge at home. Okay, you can't charge at home on a trip. So maybe you could rent a car. But what's the point? You're buying an expensive car and then you have to rent a car. I'm not in yet. And it's the first one. And I always say, no matter who it is, even like Toyota, whatever, I would not buy the first year of any car. This is the 6th year of that model, okay, where they had hopefully worked some stuff out. So first year of any model, no, I'm not in. You can get this in the lower 40s with the base, like an LT model or something. And of course it has a government rebate because the government, these cars are so bad, the government has to pay you to buy one, which I certainly don't agree with. They don't subsidize people to buy a car. You know, why don't we subsidize everybody to buy a car then, right? So that's the electric Chevy, in my opinion, which is no, of course, on it. And that's about it. We'll see you soon, and thanks for watching, and we'll be back on the lot.